All right, y'all. Happy Friday. We are trying something a little bit different today. It's not too different, but we're going to do bowling, but using the ski ergs. So we'll see how that goes. No, we don't. We are going to do 4 minutes of cardio. We got 20 seconds of pec stretch, hand or elbow, shoulder height. Rotate away, open all that up. Then you're going to go through pigeon box reach, just like we've been doing. Put one leg up, turn it to the side, reach down and through, open up all that hips, groin, lower back. And then we're going to go into shin box rotation. So have a seat, put your feet shoulder width, rotate to the side, push them all the way down to the ground, up and over. If you don't feel much here, you can just work back and forth, get through them, and then move on. Or you could try to sit up to get a little bit deeper of a stretch out of it. If you do feel tight on one side, just stop and hang out on that side for a couple seconds. And then lastly, we're going to do those banded face and chest pulls. So 10 to the chest, 10 to the face. And remember, as it gets close to you, you're trying to pull it apart. Same thing to the face. And you're trying to get your shoulder blades moving so we can get those things unstuck. If you don't know, when you sleep, a lot of times, that's where we create our neck and shoulder problems. Our shoulder blade and shoulder will sit in one position, laying on your arm or over your head or whatever you're doing. Then you come in here to work out, and that shoulder blade is hung up in that spot. If you don't do things to get that moving, you might end up tweaking something because you're just out of position by the time you started moving. Anyway, so we are going to do bowling today, and we're going to go teams of 4. So we'll have one team of 5, but what you're going to do is only 2 people are going to ski. We've been debating on what we call this. Go row. Go ski.
It says on the button, it says just ski. So it's ski.
Okay, ski sounds good. Right, well, we can't say go erg because that doesn't define which machine to use. And if we want to be lazy enough to only use a few letters when we speak. Anyway, so what you're going to do is 2 people on your team are going to go over, grab a ski erg, and you're going to ski 100 meters. This is not, if you haven't done this before, this is not an all-out ski. You're just kind of pacing your way through it, and then you're going to do one big final pull at whatever number you think is going to make it land on exactly 100 meters. So, I know my numbers on a rower. I do not know my numbers on a ski erg. So, let's say I pull that right at the perfect time, and it coasts to a stop and hits 100. My score is 0, which means I have 0 reps to do for my team. But my teammate, we'll go with Josh. Josh starts to zone out, and he gets into like crazy man mode and accidentally pulls a 120. Oh, I've been working out too much. That's 20 reps. Anything over or under your 100 meters is how many reps you're going to do. Well, we're only doing 2 of us. So Cameron and Chelsea are on our team, and they're like, oh, Josh, you suck. Way to go, Freddie. And I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. Anyway, all 4 of us have to go do 20 reps of each movement. When you're done, when the workout's over, you can. So 2 people are going to ski in round 1, and the combination of their 2 reps, so in this scenario, I got 0, Josh got 20, so we're doing 20. If I would have been 2 under and Josh would have been 5 over, we'd be 7. Right? But the whole team, each person has to do each of these movements for those reps. And then when we're done, now Cameron and Chelsea go and ski, and Josh and I stand there and heckle them because of how terrible they are on the skiers, right? The point is only 2 people on your team are going to ski each round, and you're going to take their 2 over-unders, and that's what everybody does, and on the next round, it's the other 2 teammates. Does that make sense? No, only 2 people are skiing, so y'all can just rotate out who skis. And George, if y'all don't know, this is George. George is new here. He has not done this before. So George could probably be your fifth person and also not penalize you by hitting crazy numbers while he's trying to figure out how to play this weird game, right? So we've got, there's a good chance that in the early rounds we may have some big numbers. But I'm pretty sure, based on what I know about all my athletes here, is you guys will figure it out pretty quickly. Anyway, so let's say in this scenario, my team has 7 reps to do. I have 7 dumbbell hang snatch on each side.
Oh. Why are you making it worse every
I know, right? So you're going to take this dumbbell from the knees all the way up and overhead. You've got 7 on the right arm, 7 on the left. Then you're going to go to the rig, and you're going to do 7 toes to 90, hang from the rig, get your feet up to the height of your belt buckle. Everyone's toes to 90. I did it on purpose because I want to be able to target the lower abs, and you get more lower ab work when we do a toes to 90 as opposed to a toes to bar. Yes, toes to bar is a harder movement, but it also bypasses the lower abs a lot of times because we're moving so quickly. So you're going to do 7 of the toes to 90. Then you have 7 straight leg sit-ups. Your legs are out straight. Touch the ground, sit up, touch your toes. And then you're going to grab a kettlebell and do 7 RDLs. That is a Romanian deadlift. For those of you that are super mobile and really flexible, Ashley wanted me to put this in where you're going to do this from a small box, which I have sitting next to the ski ergs. You're going to stand on that small box, and you're going to keep your head and chest up. We need to maintain this position in the lower back, and you're just going to stretch as far down as you can without rounding your lower back. Now, for people that are really mobile, they'll end up going beyond the ground, which is why you might stand on a box. So you can let this go off the front of the box and keep going. Most of us do not need a box because we're not going to get to the ground. So there's no point standing on a box to try and go farther. Anyway, so you're going to do that RDL. Squeeze the glutes and stand up. Head and chest up. Squeeze the glutes and stand up for, in this scenario, 7 reps. And once everyone on your team is done, somebody can go and jump on the ski erg. The next 2 people can knock it out. And you'll use your whiteboard to keep track of what numbers you ended up with. And we're just going to go for 30 minutes. Any questions on that? All right, let's try to have a little bit of fun. Let's warm up. We've got 4 minutes of cardio. We'll see if we can loosen everything up.